So, what happens whenever you leave the company and you are now ready to retire and you're ready to go on vacation, you're ready to travel, you're ready to, do that upgrade to your house, you're ready to go see family, you just need to eat as well. All of these things require income, require money to make it happen, right? And so, while you're working, it was pretty straightforward. You work for the company, you got a paycheck every Thursday, a deposit to your bank account, pretty straightforward. But whenever you retire, how does that work out? How do you actually get a paycheck in retirement? Like the specifics, the logistics of that, right? So there are several things to think through when it comes to creating a retirement paycheck, so to speak. The first thing is transitioning from saving to spending. This is really challenging for some people to be okay with now. Instead of putting money away, you've been putting money away for 20, 30 years, possibly 40 years, possibly into your 401k. And now that you're retired, you start taking money back out of that account, or either the account that you put it in, or maybe make some changes whenever you retire. Some people will do that. But wherever your money is, you make that transition once you're retired from putting money in to now you're taking money out, which sounds straightforward, but that's a big mind shift change whenever it comes to retirement, and to making that change from working to now no longer working, or working on passion projects that maybe don't pay you. And so you need to eat, you need to live. So where's the money going to come from? And that really comes from now you're spending money out of your accounts, and that can often come, most custodians. So a custodian is a company that holds the money. So Disney's 401k is held at Fidelity. I use a company called Charles Schwab at the moment, but there's lots of different companies that basically hold the money. And oftentimes you can set it up just as easy as what your paycheck was, or just as easy it was to save into account. You can set up where electronically you sign some paperwork, you give the information, and it's they can send we can send money directly to your bank account on a week by week or month by month basis. And so it's really determining it just in your mind how much do you need, and then how are you going about getting that money out of the account. So what to sell, so for instance, to be able to then generate the cash to send, because usually in an investment account you have investments, not cash, and so we need to turn the investments into cash. But that's all part of that transition from saving to spending. The second thing you want to understand is timing your withdrawals as far as your retirement income paycheck. A lot of times people think immediately, well, my 401k is a retirement account, so I'm going to take my income from my 401k. Well, that's fine and well, but if you have other accounts like maybe a Roth IRA that you saved into over the years, or if you have a taxable account or mutual funds or stock or something of that nature, maybe it's better to use that or use both to create the amount of income that you need. So if you need, let's say, $10,000 a month to live off of, maybe you take some from your 401k, but you also take some from your taxable account to keep your overall tax liability down. In particular, if you're retiring early, that matters a lot for health insurance options and health insurance costs. And even in Medicare is an income-based program. So the higher your income, the potentially higher your Medicare costs are going to be. So you want to sequence your income, your sources of income, whenever you're creating that retirement paycheck, so to speak. And the third thing is you want to be able to do that reliably as well, right? You don't want to have to worry about, are you going to be able to have that next paycheck? And so that's where we want to run the numbers to see, okay, how much have you saved? How much do you need to live off of? How much is your Social Security? How much is your pension? And add all these things together to then be able to get an idea of, okay, are you going to be able to, if you let's using that example that we've been using, are you going to be able to use that $10,000 a month? Or are you going to be able to live off of that $10,000 a month? Or maybe you can live off of more. But we want to be able to reliably recreate that income on a month by month or week by week basis, so that you don't have to worry about if you're going to be able to pay for your bills or not. And there's different investment approaches to that, different income strategies, and then it gets very complicated very quickly on that. But whatever you're thinking, you want to be thinking long term about, okay, can you reliably and consistently recreate that paycheck, or is it going to be a kind of one time deal where you have a high income at first and then it drops because you've now potentially ran out of money, on the other inverse side too, you don't necessarily always want to have, spend too little, and then you end up having all this money at the end of your life and never really got a chance to enjoy it. So there's trade-offs there we want to consider. That's three things that you need to consider when you're thinking about recreating the paycheck, so to speak, in retirement. My name is Kyle Newell. I own a wealth management firm here in Winter Garden, Florida. So I work with folks locally here in the Central Florida area, Orlando, Kissimmee, Claremont, what have you, in person in the office. But if you're out of state or not local, we certainly can meet virtually online as well, using Zoom or what have you. So I hope you found value in that video, and I hope you have a great day. Take good care. Bye bye now.